Want a soar? Get a mentor. Hey, it's Carmichael. We made this video because you're the most ambitious person in your circle. You know you are capable of more, and you get that push by surrounding yourself with the best. So today, let's learn from one of the best, my husband Evan Carmichael, the biggest mistake most people make and how to fix it. Enjoy! Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Climb forever.
Why do you get depressed after you accomplish a goal? You celebrate a goal for 5 minutes and then you're sad. Why is that? It's because you had the wrong goal. Your goal should not be to climb to the top of the mountain because the only spot left is to go down. Your goal should be to climb forever. You never stop climbing. You're on a mission. You're trying to save the world. Stop asking, when can I stop? You don't. You don't want to. You want to climb forever. You don't want to stop. Not now, not ever, because you are on a mission. So one of my biggest fears is the aging rock star. I look at some of these rock stars who made it big when they're in their 20s or 30s, and then as they get into their 40s, 50s, sometimes even 60s, they're still playing, which is great. They're still on tour, which is awesome. But what are the songs that they're singing? The songs that they're singing are still the ones that they came up with when they're in their 20s or 30s. And I can't imagine that. I can't imagine coming up with a video in my 20s. Was I on YouTube in my 20s? I was, 10 years ago, right? April 2009, I was on 9? Wow, I'm getting old. April 2009, yes. April 2009, so I was 29 when my first video went up. Great. If I'm still showing that video all the time, if I'm still showing my 40th video, then that's the one that hit, I just feel like it's such a letdown. I mean, it's great that you're still on tour. It's great that you're still being asked to get on stage, but to sing the same songs over and over and over again, for me, I'm not trying to judge or say that they suck. For me, I'm terrified of that. I don't want that to be me. I don't want to think of the video that I made last year is my best video ever, and all I'm gonna do for the rest of my life is just play that same video over and over and over and over again. I want to climb forever. I want to challenge myself to come up with new stories each time, whenever possible, making these kind of videos. I want to always push the envelope. I want to always discover new formats. I want to always look at splitting up my channel or bringing them all back together or launching a course. Always something new. Always climbing. I don't see it as this mountaintop. There is no mountaintop. You're on the staircase and you're climbing forever and you're never going to get to the top. You don't want to get to the top. That's sadness. That's despair. When you've accomplished everything there is to accomplish, you hate your life. That sucks. You celebrate. This is what happens for high achievers, right? You celebrate for 5 minutes, like, man, we did it. And then it's a big letdown. When I crossed 2 million subscribers on my YouTube channel, 1 million subscribers, I didn't want to celebrate. Like, because the day-to-day is a celebration. Because this is celebration. This, making this video right here. This is my celebration moment. The process, the actual part of climbing, right? I'm trying to get better every single time. 6,000 videos later, still going. When do I stop? I don't. I want to make 6 million videos, right? My goal of hitting 1 billion entrepreneurs, I don't actually want to hit 1 billion entrepreneurs. I want to have a goal so big that I never do it. And so I don't want to be that aging rock star. I hope that when I'm 95 years old, I may, not have my mind totally there. My body might be giving up on me, but I'm hoping that I'm still trying to push the envelope, still trying to do more, do my best. And maybe if I get lazy, complacent, slow, if I start complaining, you catch me complaining when I'm 95 years old, show me this video back. Show me this video and say, look, you've become what you said you didn't want to become, right? Hold me accountable. I think as soon as you stop growing, you're dying. And I think that's why so many people are unhappy, because they've actually stopped growing a long time ago. And so don't be the aging rock star. I don't want it for me. I don't want it for you either. So how do you do it? How do you stay active? How do you stay growing? I'm going to give you 3 steps that I think will help. Step number 1 is have an environment of excellence. How do you get out of complacency? Have an environment of excellence, right? Think about the people that are around you, your physical environment. This, right? I walk into this. These all mean something to me, right? This bag of Doritos means something to me. No, they're not a sponsor. These people all mean something to me. They may not mean anything to you, but they mean something to me. What's on the background of your cell phone? What's on the background of your desktop, right? Your environment, you set it up once. A physical environment, you set it up once. And then it reminds you every day when you walk into it that I need to continue to stamp out complacency, that I need to, no matter how big a game I think I'm playing, I'm sitting here working, right? And I got Steve Jobs eyeing me down right here. I got A.P. Giannini eyeing me down right here. Every time I walk away, I got my parents looking at me, right? Howard Schultz, Kanye West. It's impossible to stay complacent because these people are staring me down. Right? Think about the people in your life, the people who you're hanging out with. A lot of the friends that you have often will let you off the hook because they have lower standards than you do. They'll say, it's okay, don't go off and do that thing. It's okay, you deserve a break, you deserve a rest. And maybe you do. Maybe you're too tired, right? There are points, like when I broke my neck, I couldn't do some things. That's okay, right? There are times you need to be gentle on yourself. But more often than not, you actually need to be hard on yourself. You need to push yourself forward. When you're friends with lower standards than you, let you off the hook and you want to say yes to it, and you do, you've let yourself down. You need an environment of excellence. Physical environment, the media you consume, the videos you watch, the people around you, that's how you stop staying complacent. Step number 2 is chart your start. So have a good morning routine. No matter how energetic I am right now, right? Like, this is amazing. I'm so excited making videos for you guys. I'm pumped up. This legit feeling of warmth, energy, gratitude to be here making this video for you. I love it. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna be tired. All right, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, and I gotta get my stuff done. I gotta, I'm tired. I got stuff in my eyes, I got lines in my face, I'm tired. What you do in the morning sets you up for the whole day. And so the most important part of your morning routine is the thing that makes you soar. You might have a morning routine. You might be saying, well, Evan, I already have a morning routine. Awesome, great. Chances are it's actually not working for you. Chances are the morning routine that you have right now is barely working for you. It's the crumbs of what should be working for you. The most important thing out of a morning routine is, how do you feel at the end of it? How do you feel? Do you feel bold, unstoppable, energetic, confident, ready to take on the day? And if it's a yes, then you did a good job. If it's a no, then you need to go back and do it again. Or you need to change something dramatically in your routine. Too many people just check the box. You're checking the box. I watched the video, yes, I checked the box, but I was doing it while eating breakfast and washing dishes and getting my kids ready for school and whatever else you were doing. So you weren't actually paying attention. You didn't get the feeling. And so just checking the box isn't enough. You can maybe even shorten your morning routine. Maybe you cut it in half. But if you get the feeling attached to it, you feel bold, powerful, confident, unstoppable every morning, your life is gonna change. If you wake up every day and do the thing that makes you feel bold, powerful, unstoppable, confident every morning, your life will change, will not be the same 1 year from today, I promise you. Chart your start, change your morning routine. And number 3 is, tell me I suck. This is one of the favorite things that I love doing. Whenever there's somebody that I want to learn from, whenever there's somebody that I think has more knowledge than me who could teach me something, I'll always go and say, tell me why I suck. Tell me why I suck. Even if I feel like I'm great at it, great, tell me why I suck. When I'm looking at my YouTube channel, anytime I go to a YouTube event, people who might have feedback for me, I say, tell me why my channel sucks. Just like, destroy it. Why do I suck? And no, it's not because I love punishment. It's because I want to give permission to people to be honest. You're talking about avoiding complacency. This is how you do it. You need honest feedback on how to get better. And so people are afraid of telling you the truth. No matter what kind of permission you're trying to set up for them, most of the time people are still afraid because they're not sure how you're going to react to it. Maybe your closest friends, they'll tell you. But people who you look up to, people who are experts, people who might be able to help you, if they don't know you super well, will be afraid to give you honest feedback, because they don't want to hurt your feelings, because they don't know who you are. But if you lead with, tell me why I suck at this, why I suck, right? What that does is gives them permission to be honest, because chances are, here's what they're going to say. Well, you don't suck. I mean, you did a great job. But you know what? Here are 3 things that I think you could really work on. And chances are, if you didn't lead with something like that, to say, tell me why I suck, they would only tell you 1 thing out of the 3. And you're probably missing those 2. The 2 that they're afraid to tell you are the 2 that you actually need to hear. So whenever you find somebody who has something to teach you, who's going to push you outside your comfort zone, who's going to make you grow and stop being complacent, start that sentence with them with, tell me why I suck.
If you are more confident and motivation, please check out our 254 series. The link is in the description below.
Find whatever the smallest first step is, and then the smallest next step is, and continue to build those steps. And when you look back, you'll have realized that you made some pretty significant progress.
You can use rejection as fuel to help you go off and do something bigger and motivation to, I'm going to prove them wrong.
It's got to be your life's work. If you only had to write one book ever in your life, this is it, and it's got to be amazing.
Rule number 2, be a problem solver.
Making money is about solving problems. That's the core of business. Someone has a problem, you see a solution, they pay you to solve it. If you're not making money, it's because you haven't solved a big enough problem yet. So let's use my YouTube channels as an example. Now we got so many YouTube channels, it's crazy. I saw a problem. I saw a need, right? I wanted visual content. I wanted to learn from successful entrepreneurs, and I wanted it done in a visual way. I used to read books a lot because books was the only way that I was able to get this information. I didn't have mentors to teach me about business, right? I had my parents who were amazing, who taught me how to be a human, but I didn't have any face-to-face mentors that I can go to, so I went to books. But I'm a visual learner. I'd much rather see it. I get a lot more by seeing Simon talk about a message than by reading his book. I just do. It's how I learn. And I think a lot of people are visual learners. And so it's why I started my YouTube channel. I started showcasing successful stories. I started sharing my story as well in the process. And it's been that duality from the beginning of saying, here's what you can learn from successful people, and here's my message as well. So DJ plus thought leader mixed together, and here we go. And we've had success because it solves the problem. Because a lot of you have the same problem. My problem is your problem. You want more success around you. You want to be surrounded by these people just like I did. And instead of you having to watch 40 hours of Simon Sinek content to find the best and mush it together, I do it for you. I actually didn't want to even have a YouTube channel. I didn't want to do this. I wish you did this. If one of you did this, I would just subscribe. Be great, be free. Here we go, amazing. It didn't exist. It wasn't out there. So I did it. And that's the process. You could scratch your own itch. You can see what problems other people have. But success in business comes from solving other people's problems. You subscribe to this channel because you like the content, because hopefully like the content. It adds value to your life. It solves a problem. It sets you up for the day. That's why I have this morning espresso series. It's 5 times a week, Monday to Friday, set you up for the day, give you this shot of energy, motivation plus ideas to help you go off and build your business. This is the problem that I solve. What's the big problem that you solve?
Now I've got a very special bonus clip on the make busyness your habit that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. Where will you stop making busyness your habit? And if you made it this far in the video and you promise to take action after watching, I want to celebrate you. Give me a hashtag believe in the comment below.
Most people are crazy busy but don't get anything done. If you feel like you're crazy busy, like you barely have enough time for yourself, that you get to the end of the week and you know you've been hauling ass all week long, you've been busting your face in, you've been working and working and working, super busy, but then you look back and you say, what did I actually do this week? If that's you, then this message is for you. You're busy, but you're not focused. And shifting your life begins with shifting your priorities. So I used to pride myself on responding to email ASAP, quickly. Like you send me an email, 30 seconds to 60 seconds later, you would get my response. I prided myself on, like, that's good service. That's what you should do as an entrepreneur, right? Like people communicating with you, you want to send it back to them quickly. I hated having to wait on people. So I didn't want to be that for others. So I had all my notifications turned on, and as soon as an email came in, ding, came in, boom, response, go. What made it worse was people would then get my response. They tended to be on the computer at the same time. And then they write back right away and say, wow, you're really quick. Like, thank you so much. And that fed the identity, that fed the ego. And I am very fast, exactly, right? There's proof that this thing works. The problem was, I wasn't getting anything important done. I was working on something, and then the notification came in, and I stopped what I was working on to go answer this email, feel great about myself, that little hit, and then come back to my project. Like, what was I working on? And it takes time to start getting back into the flow of working on that thing, and then another email comes in. And so I ended up being busy. I was working all day long, right? Like lunch at the desk, breakfast at the desk, dinner at the desk, all day long, right? Washroom, back to the desk. There was no breaks. All day long, straight through. But then I get to the end of the day, end of the week, like, what did I do this week? I don't know. But I answered a lot of emails because I didn't have focus. I didn't have priorities. And when I realized that, after that happened enough times, I realized, wow, I'm never gonna get close to my goals. Like just doing this, all I'm doing is reacting to other people's goals. When somebody shoots me an email, that's what they want. They're demanding my time. And I'm giving it to them freely because I have no defense around my time, because I have no respect around my time. I'm just letting it bleed out. There's no time for me to work on what I want, and so I'm not gonna make any progress on the things that I want. If you wanna make progress on the things that you want, you have to carve out time for the things that you want. That's how it works. And you gotta put gates and blockades and barriers around it and say, this is my focus time and nobody's allowed in. Now, worst case emergencies, family, awesome, but there aren't that many actual emergencies. You have to be willing to let the small balls drop to go for the big goals in your life. You have to pick. You can't do both really well. You have to pick. What do you want to be great at? Do you want to be great at getting every little small thing done and then never do the big thing? Or do you want to be great at getting the big things done and risk losing some of the small things? Because by chasing down the big things, you're going to lose some small things. It's just going to happen.
If you want to learn the simple advice that will help you take action on your ideas, check out the video next to me. You will not regret after you watch that video too. Continue to believe. I will see you there.